ITSEC TV. We are here at Serious Games with Matthew. How are you?
Doing good, how are you?
Wonderful, thank you. So what did you bring to ITSEC this year?
So we brought a VR simulation of the process of nanotechnology. We're using it to teach students in our university all the machines they need to learn to be active members of the nanotechnology field.
For the viewers out there, what is nanotechnology?
So nanotechnology is essentially the very building blocks of making things like microchips and just very, very tiny technology that's so small you almost can't even see it with a microscope.
That's crazy. So how did you learn to make this simulation?
So we have all of the machines on campus, the actual physical machines. And so I went and watched and took videos of the scientists using these machines. And then once they actually made those processes and all that stuff, I took those videos and just made it in VR.
So how long would it take for someone to train on something like this?
So if you're using the real world machines, a standard experiment takes about an hour to 3 hours, depending on what you're doing. Whereas our VR simulations, the longest people take is about 20 to 30 minutes.
How interesting. Well, can we take a look at it?
Yeah. So this hall right here is just kind of the waiting area where the students can choose one of 5 different simulations to do. Each of these simulations is based off of a real-world experiment that we have on campus. I'm going to show you guys the photolithography simulation. All of these simulations also grade the students, and so in order to ensure that we're grading the right student, they have to input their student ID numbers before they can enter the simulation. Okay, so now I'm in the photolithography simulation. There are different difficulty modes that students can do, and I'm doing the easiest difficulty. And some of the things we have on the easiest difficulty is we've got these cool little tool tips that tell them what things are. There's also a highlight around the current object they need to utilize in order to perform the simulation. So one thing about photolithography is you're essentially developing a pattern to put onto a wafer, so you know how to cut it to turn it into the microchip or whatever it is you're building. So because it's essentially a developing process, it's light sensitive, so you have to make sure that the lights are off before you even begin. So what I'm doing here is I've got a bottle of photoresist, which is our light sensitive chemical, and I'm going to be applying it to the wafer and then spreading it across the wafer using this spin coater here. And then we've got to program how long we're spinning our wafer for and also how fast. And the simulation on this instruction pad here will tell you exactly how long you need to spin it for. On average, the first time a student goes through this, it takes them usually about 15 to 20 minutes.
Well, thank you, Matthew, for being a part of ITSEC this year, and stay tuned for more at ITSEC TV.